the city of Lincoln.
This is Lincoln's home for sports talk on the FM dial. Also online at theticketfm.com.
On the internet.
KNTK FM Firth, 93.7 The Ticket.
Hi, my name is Molly Party. I'm a realtor with MP Dodge Real Estate. I'm a newly licensed agent and considered numerous brokerages before deciding on MP Dodge. I chose the company that gives me the most support in my new career, plus guidance and encouragement along the way. MP Dodge has a unique mentoring program for new agents. It's helped jumpstart my career and has a supportive management team and administrative staff. So if you're contemplating a career in real estate, look no further than MP Dodge. It will be the best decision you make.
Spring is here. It's time to get back outside and into proper shoes this year. Brown Shoe Fit is the place to buy this spring with their sale on athletic shoes. Get $15 off any regular price athletic shoes with respected brands like Hoka, Brooks, New Balance, and On Running. And don't forget, Browns carries a large arrangement of sizes and widths to fit your feet properly. Start your spring off right at Brown Shoe Fit, just south of 66th and Q in Lincoln.
Hey Husker Nation, this is Todd Euler, two-time national champion, here to talk to you about Window World Lincoln. At Window World, we specialize in replacement windows, doors, siding, and roofing. Whether you're looking to enhance the beauty of your home or increase its energy efficiency, we've got you covered. And here's the best part. We offer the best for less. Our team is dedicated to providing top quality products and exceptional service at affordable prices. We want to earn your business and make your home improvement dreams a reality. So why wait? Contact Window World Lincoln today at 464-7313 or visit our website at windowworldlincoln.com. Window World Lincoln, where quality meets affordability.
Garage doors can break down or quit working at the worst times. At Doors Plus, they understand that a broken garage door sometimes means repair and not replace. Sometimes, all you need to make your door like new again is a few bolts, a realignment, or even a new balance. Trust the pros at Doors Plus to handle your garage door repair the right way so you can get on with your busy schedule. Visit them online at DoorsPlusLLC.com or give them a call today at 402-590-5800. Doors Plus. Garage doors and more.
This is Bill Mitchner, Executive Director of Lincoln Lighthouse. Did you know Lighthouse provides multiple programs for students such as one-on-one tutoring and mentoring, as well as pro-social skill exercises, while providing them a nourishing meal and a safe space during all months of the year, even during school breaks? Learn more or contribute to Lighthouse at lincolnlighthouse.org today.
Are you a skilled mechanic looking for your next big opportunity? Constructors is hiring. We're looking for experienced mechanics to join our family-owned team. We offer competitive wages, great benefits, brand new service trucks, OEM-level diagnostic software, and career growth opportunities. Positions include lead and A-level mechanics for our shop and multiple field technicians. If you're driven and ready to grow with a company that's been around since 1908, apply today at constructorslincoln.com.
Big box stores are tempting for buying equipment for your high schooler in sports or for yourself in your sports leisures. But buying new is awfully expensive. Why not go somewhere with new and used options? Play It Again Sports has quality, slightly to gently used equipment, and 50% of their inventory is actually new equipment. And it's more than baseball, softball, and golf. They also have equipment for disc golf, fitness, hockey, and more. Plus, they're always buying products. Bring your gear you're done with and get trade money on the spot. Play It Again Sports at 48th and Vine.
When you need a new water heater, nothing beats the ProLine family of water heaters from A.O. Smith. ProLine models are built using commercial-grade components, meaning they're built to help you tackle your toughest days. No matter if you need a gas or electric model, A.O. Smith has a ProLine unit for you. A.O. Smith, innovation has a name. Call Greens at 402-467-4444 for a great deal on a water heater today. Again, that's 402-467-4444.
Your home is your empire. Protect it with Empire Fence. Get a free instant quote with the online estimating tool at empire-fence.com. See an upfront estimate with no hidden fees. An Empire Fence can provide privacy and improve the appearance of your home. Keep kids and pets in or out of your yard. Increase security and add value to your property. Visit empire-fence.com now to view the stylish and maintenance-free possibilities for your home and get a free instant online quote. Let Empire Fence protect your empire.
Spring is a time of new beginnings and trying new things. If you haven't tried Fuhrer's cheese spread yet, the time is now. For parties for St. Patrick's Day and Easter, or celebrating the NCAA tournament with friends, there's no better dip to bring everyone together and celebrate something from Nebraska. Get to your local grocery store today and load up on Fuhrer's cheese spread. No event or party is complete without it on your table.
When you need a new water heater, nothing beats the ProLine family of water heaters from A.O. Smith. ProLine models are built using commercial-grade components, meaning they're built to help you tackle your toughest days. No matter if you need a gas or electric model, A.O. Smith has a ProLine unit for you. A.O. Smith, innovation has a name. Call Patriot Plumbing at 402-464-7411 for a great deal on a water heater today. Again, that's 402-464-7411.
When you get the Planet Fitness Black Card, you can bring a friend anytime you work out. And now through March 13th, get your first month free when you join. You heard that right. Conquer the stair climber with your partner in climb. Enjoy a post-workout recovery session in the hydro massage. And do it all again with access to any of our 2,700 convenient locations. So, you coming? Get your first month free and all the perks of the PF Black Card for just $1 down, $24.99 a month. Cancel anytime. Deal ends March 13th. See Club for details.
Jack Russell of Farm Bureau Financial Services is here to help you protect things that are most important to you. Whether it's your home, your family, or your future, Jack Russell has the proven experience to get the job done while developing authentic relationships with you. Give Jack a call today at 402-421-9100. Again, that's 402-421-9100. Or visit one of his 2 locations in Lincoln or Seward and learn how you can excel in the complicated world of insurance. Jack Russell of Farm Bureau Financial Services, a trusted and well-respected representative since 1999.
It may not feel like it, but planting season is on its way, and now's the time to upgrade your equipment with a late model John Deere planter from Acres Equipment. Acres has an entire lineup of John Deere planters equipped with the latest technology to ensure planting accuracy throughout your field. And to get you up and going, each planter purchased from Acres includes in-field startup support from one of our Precision Ag professionals. Warmer weather is coming soon, so don't delay. Visit your local Acres for details. Offer expires April 30th, 2025.
Lincoln's newest restaurant isn't just a typical sports bar. It's the sports bar for so many reasons. Liquid Asset Sports Bar and Grill in South Lincoln has 23 beers on tap and 36 TVs featuring all things sports from MLB to soccer to golf and more, and football, of course, in the fall. Stop by for their grand opening this Friday, March 14th, and enjoy great food and drink selection at Lincoln's newest go-to, Liquid Asset Sports Bar and Grill at 27th and Jamie Lane in South Lincoln.
This is the Don't Punt Hour with former Nebraska receiver.
Throwing over the middle, completes the pass. He's got speed to the end zone. Touchdown! 45 yards.
And return specialist.
This time he beats the kicker and one more.
DeMornay Pierson-El.
Only does the sideline have confidence in Pierson-El, but Pierson-El has confidence in Pierson-El.
On 93.7 The Ticket and theticketfm.com. Powered by the Teammates Mentoring Program.
Welcome in. It is the Don't Punt Hour here on 93.7 The Ticket and theticketfm.com. Normally you're hearing Harrison here, but Harrison is out for the night. He is not feeling his best. Austin Norman's filling in here. Most importantly, though, we got the man himself. You see the jersey there on the background. You see the familiar face. Let's bring him in, DeMornay Pierson-El. DeMornay, Harrison didn't tell me exactly what he was sick with. I don't think he was sick of you, though, so no worries on that one.
I don't think so either. He was texting me, so I think he's okay.
All good. I haven't heard much from him. If he's texting you, that is all fine and well. Let's dive into some news. DeMornay, your former program, Nebraska football, canceled the spring game. I'm sure Harrison has talked to you about that. I see you shaking your head. I haven't heard your thoughts. You're pretty disappointed about it. What are you missing out on as a player if you don't get a spring game?
I mean, it's kind of the first taste of some of those guys coming in, of the experience a little bit, and at a time where in a season where things suck, your body's being put on the line. You at least get some small reward and whatnot. So I understand the reason of why changing it to not have your players poached, which is smart. But it's just one of those things that it's like the chain game. They're trying to, move them to electronically. It's just some things that's like, a part of it. And, I haven't dove exactly into it to see exactly what's, changing or whatnot, just because I'm pissed off about it. But, it's one of those things where you come here and it's like, everybody talks about that in the summertime and everything, or springtime and everything like that. It gets, it holds you until the season, really comes or whatnot. So, I mean, it was memorable memories in all of the spring games. So it's just one of those things that, as a Nebraska football player, like you have to experience it.
What are some of those things you remember from your spring games? Remember your first one as a freshman walking out there?
I did. I mean, of course, playing that season, I got an actual, taste of what's to come and everything like that. But it was still shocking. It was a different, environment. It was friendly. It was a lot more interactive. You can kind of be distracted a little bit and be more engagement, with fans. It's a lot of, other things that aren't necessarily unseen, but, it really makes, no place like Nebraska really sticks out with those events, from the antics of, shooting things in a crowd, different teammates shooting things into the crowd. I think one year I had like a face mask camera in my helmet. So, I mean, it allows you and allows the games to be fun. And, the game we all played as a kid type situation before, the gloves come off and things get serious.
Were you there when Bo carried the cat out of the tunnel?
That was a year before me.
Ah,
that was a year before me, but that was funny.
I'm going to get you pissed off by telling you what they're replacing the spring game with. So here's the list of the things that they're doing. So this is on the football side of things. The players will compete, the press release says, in various events. They'll have some 7-on-7 games. They'll have some skills competitions similar to the Pro Bowl. So Nebraska is essentially bringing the Pro Bowl to Memorial Stadium. And then that's where some more of that fan engagement will come into play as well. So there's pretending to compete in 7-on-7. Is that something? Is that nothing?
I mean, I'm pretty sure it'll probably be tag off. So are they going to be half field? Is it a whole field type thing, or is it it's 7-on-7. It's not going to be. How long is it? Is this thing going to be like a 45-minute practice? Is this going to be an hour and a half practice? I need some other tangibles to kind of gauge exactly what things are going to be. And secondly, reps. I understand, not everybody gets the same reps, but those are some of the times where you can kind of push people in and kind of get things going or whatnot. I get the engagement, and I think Ohio State does something like that with fans being a little bit more involved, which is cool. You can taper it down and tempo it down a little bit. Maybe we can get 10-15 minutes of a full-on half scrimmage, even if it's tag off, so you kind of fly around and whatnot. But I doubt they're doing that. But like I said, I mean, you got to protect your investment. So I get it from that standpoint. Mm-hmm. But it's still one of the things that, a lot of people look forward to in the state of Nebraska.
Do you think that there would be room for Nebraska to go kind of NFL style with it and do like an open practice for fans where you guys are using your 15th practice to work on the stuff that you need to work on, just open it up like OTA style, or is that maybe out of the question?
In the stadium?
Wherever, stadium, practice facility.
That's a lot to handle, though. Because let's just say they have, I'm pretty sure it'll probably be free. Let's just say you open Memorial Stadium, everybody from Western Nebraska will try and get here for that because that's the one time they could come. So you might have something close to a game day on that, which would be fun. I just think there's a lot of extra stuff that goes involved with that. Because BTN will try and be there with cameras and everything like that. It'd be different if they can do it without the production side of things. I think they would be a lot more, they'll be rather okay with doing it than it being streamed for, the next 3 or 4 weeks on BTN and everything like that. So I don't think that will happen, but because I want to say they do have they have a family fan day, so that's a little bit different. But Nebraska fans are fanatics, so I think just because of what they are and what they bring to the table, that's a little bit too much controlled chaos. And I mean, you remember what Coach Rule said last year when, families were there kind of, missed assignments and kind of playing out of key and whatnot. So just imagine what that would be, with a full-fledged stadium plan. I don't think that would be something they'd be interested in.
Fair enough. As a player, you've made it through the first 14 practices. You've grinded for that many weeks. You get to the spring game. You mentioned it's a payoff for you guys, right? The actual, sort of game. But how much can you do in that one practice and those reps that you get to improve your spot on the depth chart? Is that where once a coach sees you at game speed and game action, you can actually jump yourself up? Or is most of the work to move up the depth chart done in those first 14 practices?
It can change at any time. People can get hurt. Now with the transfer portal, people that they may have thought was locked in, could be gone. Or it could be a close battle. I've seen many of close battles in camp that, came down to, the first quarter in the spring game or the second quarter in the spring game, QB battle and whatnot and everything like that. So competitions doesn't stop. They're always evaluating. They're always seeing again. And, some of the guys that might redshirt or might not get as many chances as, the two deep, that's a chance for them to kind of go out there and give them extra opportunities and extra confidence to be, more well-rounded and whatnot. So I think that's taken away from that side of stuff. And I understand, it's down to 105 or will be, 105 or whatnot. But 105 is still not dressing every game.
No.
So again, you can never, not have enough walkthroughs and enough reps to understand what's going on. That slows down the game for everybody.
How are you approaching as a player these last couple weeks before spring ball, right? Still technically winter conditioning. You're back on campus. You're in the flow of classes. What's your mindset right now? What's your physical preparation as you look forward to spring ball right now, even though you're a couple weeks out?
Am I an incoming freshman trying to earn a spot? Am I in a battling position or just all out?
Let's start with the freshman, incoming freshman, your first taste of college. You've graduated early. You're here for the winter. Let's start with that one.
Just kind of your head swirling because you're thrown in. You're trying to figure out kind of who's your clique and get used to everybody. You got different college courses, different meal plans, and just kind of navigating what your routine is. And then your routine changes because now you throw in practice and everything like that. So you're kind of swirling and everything like that. They've talked about, football plays. They've talked about the checks. They've talked about, all the other stuff. Now it's time for you to, the live bullets will start to fly because now it's not you just answering questions and sitting down or they calling on you to see if you know things or you getting up on the board. Now, you're out there going to be running full speed and having to have, side adjustments or having to call an audible or having, to kind of play and just, something that they might have talked about a little bit that will show up every now and then. You gotta play on certain things. So for them, their head's going to be swimming majority of the time, for the first probably 2-3 weeks, just because it's not the winter conditioning. It's different. Now, if you're battling for a position and everything like that, you kind of been through it. You understand, cutting out the distractions, cutting out the unnecessary movements, unnecessary staying up late. You get into bed earlier. Your diet is changing. You know what your routine is. Certain days you can get in an extra nap. Certain days you might have to sacrifice that nap. Now it's just being more comfortable and being more confident, going out and proving to the coaches, okay, you belong here for a reason. You deserve to be the starting player or to deserve to have key role playing time and everything like that. And then it's just about stacking days. So how consistent can you be? Because you're gonna have good days, you're gonna have bad days, you're gonna have sore days where you're moving slow, your feet are stuck in mud. It's all a routine about how each day can you come back and show up and continues to still be consistent.
How much of a jump was it for you from high school to college? Where were the standards elevated that maybe you saw it coming, maybe you didn't saw it coming, but what was the biggest jump for you when you first got to campus from high school to college getting ready for spring ball?
I would say like the verbiage of the plays and just actually understanding, coverages in more depth, understanding, personnel, my freshman year in, they were moving me all around. So I had to know multiple positions. Year
Was
two,
that good for you in the long run that you had to learn more, or would it have been nicer if you would have been able to focus on one when you got in?
Coming into spring ball, I would say throw the whole kitchen sink at them, because you have more time, you see it, you'll be able to digest it, have a longer time. Fall camp, which is when I came in fall camp, and they kind of just threw me in the deep end, and for about a month, some of the things they would tell me, hey, you got this, remember, check on this. When I was in certain positions, I knew it down to a T. When I was in other positions, I would have to space out or look to my coach and be like, what do I got on this play again? So it was different because, like I said, everything was, more sped up. That was the most difficult part of just being, thoroughly immersed in and understanding the X's and O's of football. But what made it fun is, you had guys like Amir, guys like Randy, Malik, Nate, Westy. We were competing, so practice was fun. It was always, intense and everything like that. So I remember, that my freshman year practice, I wouldn't say it was never hard. We got in, we got our work done. You knew what you had to do. We knew what was, the assignments. I think we've only had a few practices that reached 100, that reached an hour and a half, a little bit over that. We were in and out. With Coach Riley, a little bit different. 2.5 hours. Practice and everything like that. A long, grueling, kind of old-fashioned type practices where you had to be mentally strong because your body was going to be thrown. Some different ways and whatnot. So different styles with coaching stuff and everything like that. But again, you just had to adjust to it.
Who are some of the guys on the team specifically that helped you transition once you got to Nebraska in the fall? Who are those guys that you leaned on while you were swimming in it?
The whole wide receiver room holistically, I felt we were all helping, young guys. They were all helping the young guys, from Kenny, from Westy, Jamal Turner, Sam Birch, Tariq, Alonzo, B. Riley. It was no, trying to sabotage or, you getting more playing time. It was never, it was never nothing, about that. I came in with, with two quarterbacks, Zach Darlington and AJ. So oftentimes, they would be doing other things. We would be throwing on Sundays or working out on Sundays after the game and everything like that. So we found, different various ways to understand things and whatnot. And then, my receiver coach at that point in time, he would bring me in, multiple times. Anything you have questions on, do you understand certain stuff? And then, when it got to the season, in-season game planning is completely different from fall camp. Fall camp, they put in the whole playbook. So you see everything. In season, they pick certain pieces out of the playbook to implement in and week out. So it all, and now it's just, getting more reps during the week, during games. In fall camp, we got 7-8 installs, and after, that first week, they can pull from any install, and it's like, it's on you to know it. And sometimes that can get brutal.
I can only imagine. Let's flip the question around. So you're an upperclassman at Nebraska, junior and senior. Who are some young guys that came in that impressed you right away, that looked like they walked the walk and talked the talk from day one?
Decap came in. He was pretty. DiCaprio Boodle. Lamar, he came in a little big-headed, but that's just kind of Lamar. That's no, it was never nothing too much, but he was a chirper. He would let you know. Again, he playing DB, so he had to do some of those things. Stan, when he came in as a freshman, he stuck out early and often. Dedrick Young, a linebacker, he came in, and stuck out. Reed, he came in and was just hitting people left and right. He didn't care, about certain things. He stuck out. I'm trying to think offensive line wise. Who came in? I think Bo. He was a guard. I can't remember exactly where he's from. He came in and had a good camp. There's a few guys that you would tell by week 2 is like, okay, you found your routine. You can handle it, and coaches will start to rev them up with things.
Okay, now I do have to ask, which position is best at trash talk, receiver or DB?
It depends on who's in the room.
When you were there, better trash talk in your room or DBs?
Ooh, I would say the DBs. From a receiver standpoint, we didn't have a problem talking, but we kind of did our talking with our hands and our play. So a lot of teams, really didn't kind of poke the bear with us. But I mean, if it got to that point, we were fine with it. But definitely, I think the DBs were a lot more chippier and chirpier. They would set things off verbally, not to say that they wouldn't follow it up, because they would. You had Kalu, you had Kyron, you had Nate. Nate was a chirper. He gonna let you know. Chris Jones. You had guys like that. Some of them were a lot more talkative. But they were first to do that. Like I said, from the receiver standpoint, we were more so, kind of like the blind side scene where he takes the dude to the bus, just, put our hands on you and kind of, that was more so what we were about. And, that shut up a lot of dudes early and often.
Does Nate Gary get the DeMornay Pierson-El crown for best trash talker you ever played with?
No.
Who is it?
No.
Who is
Best trash talker?
Best trash talker, regardless the level, high school, college, pros. Best trash talker you played with.
That's hard.
You've probably faced some legends in the trash talk game.
You might have to come back to me. You might have to come back to me on that one. Including the pros or just college?
Including the pros.
Ooh.
How about this? We can go to break. You can think about it, but I really want to know.
It's some ones. Yeah, it's some ones.
Okay, let's go to break. DeMornay's going to think about the best trash talkers he played with. We'll be back on the Dump Punt Hour in a sec.
What's going on, fans? This is Lexi Rodriguez, 4-time All-American at Nebraska, and now proud member of Omaha's newest professional team, Love Omaha Volleyball. League One Volleyball is bringing the heat this year. Don't miss your chance to see Olympians, national players, and national champions right here in Omaha from now through April. We can't wait to see you cheering us on in the stands. Visit LOVBOMA.com to buy single match tickets to see me and Love Omaha Volleyball in action this season. Go Big Green!
Lincoln's newest restaurant isn't just a typical sports bar. It's the sports bar for so many reasons. Liquid Asset Sports Bar and Grill in South Lincoln has 23 beers on tap and 36 TVs featuring all things sports, from MLB to soccer to golf and more, and football, of course, in the fall. Stop by for their grand opening this Friday, March 14th, and enjoy great food and drink selection at Lincoln's newest go-to, Liquid Asset Sports Bar and Grill at 27th and Jamie Lane in South Lincoln.
This is Bill Mitchner, Executive Director of Lincoln Lighthouse. Did you know Lighthouse provides multiple programs for students such as one-on-one tutoring and mentoring, as well as pro-social skill exercises, while providing them a nourishing meal and a safe space during all months of the year, even during school breaks? Learn more or contribute to Lighthouse at lincolnlighthouse.org today.
I'm softball player Jordy Ball, and I'm proud of my Nebraska roots, and I'm proud to be back home. And at Midwest Bank, they're proud to be your local community bank. They believe in family first, taking initiative, showing integrity, and rolling up their sleeves to support their local communities. They treat everyone like family, no matter where you're from. Whether you walk into a branch in York, Lincoln, Norfolk, or Pierce, you know you're going to be welcomed with a smile. Your community, your bank, Midwest Bank.
Wall-to-Wall Wine and Spirits is your place in North Lincoln to go for all your needs in wine, spirits, and beer. They also have a large variety of cigars in their walk-in humidor, and they have a top-notch walk-in temperature-controlled high-end wine room. Plus, you can enjoy free samples from their tasting bar. There's only one place to go for all your needs for spirits and cigars. That's Wall-to-Wall Wine and Spirits on North 27th Street in Lincoln.
Big box stores are tempting for buying equipment for your high schooler in sports or for yourself in your sports leisures. But buying new is awfully expensive. Why not go somewhere with new and used options? Play It Against Sports has quality, slightly to gently used equipment, and 50% of their inventory is actually new equipment. And it's more than baseball, softball, and golf. They also have equipment for disc golf, fitness, hockey, and more. Plus, they're always buying products. Bring your gear you're done with and get trade money on the spot. Play It Against Sports at 48th and Vine.
93.7 The Ticket, Fox, KFXL weather. Sponsored by John Henry's Plumbing, Heating, and Air Conditioning.
Your Lincoln forecast for today, we'll see lots of sunshine. It'll be breezy and warm with an afternoon high around 81. Tonight, clear skies and a light breeze, a low near 38. And tomorrow, we'll see mainly sunny skies, continued breeze, and an afternoon high around 59. I'm meteorologist Kyle Tucker for 93.7 The Ticket, and theticketfm.com.
When you need a new water heater, nothing beats the ProLine family of water heaters from A.O. Smith. ProLine models are built using commercial-grade components, meaning they're built to help you tackle your toughest days. No matter if you need a gas or electric model, A.O. Smith has a ProLine unit for you. A.O. Smith, innovation has a name. Call Greens at 402-467-4444 for a great deal on a water heater today. Again, that's 402-467-4444.
Shopping for new flooring is different today. Getting your questions answered, making the right selection, getting the best value, and installed quickly and professionally. Visit ostreetcarpet.com or shop our store. We'll answer all your questions and help you make the right choice. You'll be enjoying your new floor in just days for less than you'd pay elsewhere. Carpet, vinyl, wood, laminate, tile, and area rugs. We've got it all.
O Street Carpet.
1732 O Street. Family owned and operated. Always the best value.
John Henry's has a brand new membership club to protect your entire home in one program. With a VIP and a deluxe option, we will help you find the plan that best fits your needs. Receive discounts on services and equipment, priority service, complimentary inspections, and so much more. Protect your home's plumbing, heating, cooling, and electrical systems all in one membership. Call John Henry's to learn more.
435-5555. John Henry's Plumbing, Heating, and Air.
And electrical.
Get rid of pesky critters once and for all with Bats to Rats. Their expert team is here to help you reclaim your home. No more sleepless nights caused by crawling critters or flapping wings. Bats to Rats ensures a safe environment for every family member. Check the website at batstoRats.com for amazing offers. And if you mention this ad, you'll receive $10 off your initial inspection cost. Call Bats to Rats today at 402-781-8691. That's 402-781-8691. Bats to Rats.
When you get the Planet Fitness Black Card, you can bring a friend anytime you work out. And now through March 13th, get your first month free when you join. You heard that right. Conquer the stair climber with your partner in climb. Enjoy a post-workout recovery session in the hydro massage. And do it all again with access to any of our 2,700 convenient locations. So, you coming? Get your first month free and all the perks with the PF Black Card for just $1 down, $24.99 a month. Cancel anytime. Deal ends March 13th. See Club for details.
This is the Don't Punt Hour on 93.7 The Ticket and theticketfm.com. Powered by the Teammates Mentoring Program. Here is your host, DeMornay Pierson-El.
That's right. We're back here with the Don't Punt Hour, 93.7 Ticket, theticketfm.com. All right, DeMornay, that was like 6.5 minutes for you to put together your list of trash talkers to come up with, maybe if you don't know the absolute best.
I can give you top three.
Okay, top three. Lay it on us. What you got?
One I'll probably Josh Mitchell, Jay Mitch.
Okay.
He cornerback, played at Nebraska. He was something fiery. At all times, he didn't care. Teammate, refs, coach, fans, anybody can get it anywhere. He was an absolute menace. A menace. Love him to death, but he definitely let you know and got after you and didn't care. You know, the heart of a lion for real.
How much were you matched up on him in practice and vice versa?
Often.
You're familiar with this trash talk game.
For sure. Two, I'll probably say Max Crosby. Played with him with the Raiders. My goodness. I mean, you see that the antics he said about, you know, some quarterbacks and everything like that. You've seen him go at Patrick Mahomes and everything like that. Just he was always on go.
He got his back for it. It worked out.
I mean, you know that was his thing. Third, I would say is probably a two-way tie between Nate Gary and Kareem Jackson with the Broncos. When I was with the Broncos, he was somebody that was going to talk. He didn't care. He was going to let you know at all times. I would say those are some of the ones that are up there with talking.
Nate also backed it up on the field when he tossed the interception ball back to Josh Allen. That is comedy, man. I will never get over that move.
I mean, that or his infamous white snake. He throw up the snake anytime he made something. I mean, it was always something with Nate. It was fun watching him. He would do certain things and whatnot. I mean, you never knew what was coming, but you knew something was.
What did you guys on the team think of the White Mamba?
Oh, Snake! I mean, it was his whole thing. I mean, it did. You don't even call Nate no more. Yeah, to this day, every time I see him, I call him Snake. Like that's just what it is. He had a white cobra, white snake with the shirt that I mean, his whole family was wearing. Like so it just. I mean, that was Nate. It was what it was.
Do you know the origin story for that, or did it just like appear one day and then it was White Snake from then on?
I don't, not off the top of my head. I'm pretty sure if I make a few phone calls, I can kind of. I don't remember where it came from, but it was just one of those things where you heard it, it just stuck.
That is absolutely incredible. From your experiences in pro football, are the leagues cool with trash talk? Are they too soft? They throw flags too quick? Where are the refs at with the trash talk game these days?
It depends. Certain games, they kind of nip it in the bud to keep it, the tension's low. Sometimes, they let you chirp a little bit. You might get a warning, to slow things down or whatnot. But I wouldn't say it's soft or anything like that. People that get into it and the rest will kind of get in there and they, cut it out or whatnot. But I mean, you there going to get somebody a whole game. They can't stop every interaction.
Fair enough. I'd like to see him try. No, I wouldn't. Don't need a ref show. Do not need a ref show. Maybe you and Harrison have talked about this. Maybe you haven't. Nebraska hires a new special teams coordinator in Mike Eckler. Pretty big. And I think his big thing is energy. When you talk about special teams and energy, just how important is having a good attitude and going 100% to special teams? How important is that?
It's very important. It's energy because those are some of the jobs that people don't want to do. Those are sometimes the jobs, people might feel too big to do. They're more so, it's me instead of, understanding it's a team thing. So having an energy guy there, a guy that brings the best out of people, or a guy that identifies the right type of energy, the right type of juice guys that, you might need a Crash Bandicoot on punt, that you might need, a crash out, on kickoff and everything like that. But it's a different type of personality. It's a different type of mentality that goes into being on that side of the ball. And when you have a coach that, is like that, I think as a whole, he brings that out of people, and it raises the level of concentration. It raises the level of dedication and commitment to go out there and do a certain job. So when you have that, with a leader who runs that side of the ball, who runs that thing, who runs, those meetings, who's a defensive coach, who is all about hitting, which that's, 50% of or 75% of special teams. I think he will definitely bring it out of guys, and that's what you want. You want to see, a juice kind of guy, a guy that will flip a tables or might, break a clipboard or something like that kind of gets the juices going to, get you amped up, because it's a tone setter. Special teams is the first team to run out of there, whether it's offense or defense, kick return, punt return. You set a tone. You got a big return. You got some crucial blocks. It's a demoralizer. You on kickoff and somebody returns it and you have a big hit, knock somebody's helmet off or create a fumble or whatnot. It sets the tone. So you need those juice type of guys.
The other 25% of special teams was your job, making guys miss. How and when did you learn the importance of special teams and really take pride in your role as a returner?
I mean, I knew that at a young age. I mean, I looked up to Devin Hester. He was somebody who at any given time, I remember growing up in high school, just turning on his highlights, Percy Harvin highlights. So I knew coming into it was always excitement. It was always fun. I always got a thrill. Out of it, I was always, okay, watch this, or, something's going to happen here, whether that's, in the high school level, little league level, college level, pro level, you're never out of it. And it could swing a game. And, I've had numerous of returns that, swung the momentum of the game, that kickstarted things, that got the offense going or that got the defense going.
When you had those big returns, was that more on you or your teammates doing something right, or is it you taking an advantage of a mistake the other team made?
It's a team effort. It's just not me. Now, there were some times where somebody might have missed his block, or, the guy, he got beat on his block, and I still made, people miss or whatnot. But that was just, a one guy situation. You got, 9 other guys that did do their assignment and, gave me enough time to get my lane or, to see to get to the ball or play the field and, make something happen. So it's not just me, and it's not just all on the returner. If you go back and look at the Percy Harvins, if you go back and look at the Joshua Cribbs, if you go back and look at,
Cordero Patterson,
the Devin Hesters and whatnot, they had their part, but, the 10 other guys also had to make sure that at least, okay, if I give him a chance, if I give him this edge, if I hold this block, if I strain just a little bit longer, it could be one of those ones where, it's to the house.
I was all set up to hate Devin Hester for the rest of my life. I'm a Colts fan. When he housed the opening kickoff of that Super Bowl down in Miami, I was ready to throw something through the TV, but the Colts won, so I can love Devin Hester. It's okay.
Tone setter, though, yeah. I know the culture like, oh, okay, we might have woke up a monster here with that one, but, that was a absolute, I don't know which one is more backbreaker, his or the Percy Harvin out of the halftime kick return, or Jacoby Jones. He had one all in the Super Bowl. All good plays.
Mm-hmm. The one that I give begrudging credit to happened just a few years later with Sean Payton calling that onside kick out of half. I mean, that's not a kickoff return like you're thinking of, but to start the second half, you're trailing into calling onside kick. Like, those are some stones, man. Like, mad props, unfortunately.
I wish they would go back to the regular rules. That way you don't have to announce it. Again, why do you have to do that? That takes the surprise of the small percentage that, that can change the game for people.
Well, you're a receiver too by trade. There's also that proposal of give the offense a 4th and 15.
No.
Your team special teams all the way?
Special teams, because at the next level, you got Gunner. I mean, look at the Slater guy that played in the NFL for, 14, 15 years? No, he just retired. He just retired last year.
No, that's right.
But, there are special teamers, out there. So don't take away, from that side of the game, because that's somebody's job. You can make a career out of that. So don't, because then that can go into roster numbers. They can, we don't necessarily need, returners, because the returns are pretty much, are starting to be phased out of the game. So, maybe a few years down the line, if I was, still playing or whatnot, I might not be able to have a fair chance at making it because, they don't really value the returner as they did, 4 years ago. So that can change and shake up a roster to, who teams will keep, who gets to cut because, they don't value that type of special teams anymore.
Can you teach someone that's never been a returner to be a good returner, or is that just something you have in you?
Certain things, yes. But at the end of the day, it takes the courage to actually, be able to catch some things, to catch the football, to field it. Some people's vision, you will never be able to duplicate it or teach that with certain things. You can catch a returner to catch the ball and average a first down. That would be, something simple that I think, at least on the NFL level, if you average, I think 10 yards as a returner, I mean, you could be a Pro Bowler. So you can do that, but just, having to be a Cordell Patterson or a Joshua Cribbs, that's kind of hard to do. Certain things you have to either have it or don't have it. So with a good, 10 guys in front of you and, a confident guy to catch it and, at least to get forward and get at least a first down, yeah, that's coachable. But some of the other things to set people up and, certain cutback lanes and everything like that, you won't be able to teach.
You said the word courage, right? Especially, I assume, as a punt returner, right? Kick returners have it easy. They can just kind of, stick their arms out. Nope, it's a touchback. We're good. But as a punt returner, you can only, you can stand in the batter's box and see 100-mile-an-hour fastball, right? You can get dunked on. But to have 2 or 3 guys flying down the field at you, and you're standing there on an island, what's that like during the 4 seconds that ball's in the air?
Looking up, like you're not even looking down, because there's been some times I done got popped. I'm looking up and, people have hit me in my chest and it's like, oh, okay. It slows down. Yeah, I mean, from preparation of understanding where the kicker alignment is, if he's going to, cross field it, does he typically outkick his coverage? Does he shank, a few of his punts? It's a cat and mouse. Because, certain things they can do, certain stuff, they can, punt it to the opposite side of the field, especially I seen a lot of that. They didn't want me to get my hands on it, so they would make me run laterally before, going to get it and whatnot. But, when the ball's in the air, it's fine to kick, and it's, all 10 or 11 of their guys coming at you and everything like that. It slows down. And it makes it fun because it's, after I catch it, okay, game's on. Who can I make miss or who can I make look stupid and watch this?
Did you like to have a head of steam going up and catching the ball on the move, or did you like when it did slow down to catch it with maybe just one step more to stand still, take that snapshot and go from there?
I would say the out kick coverage ones, if I had to go back and get it. I don't really like the shorter ones because it's 50-50. I'm not catching it naturally how I would. You're kind of coming forward. As you're coming forward, your elbows kind of can go out. Your knee can punch the ball out. So it's a little bit more uncomfortable. But if you catch one of those, quick punts where it's up and down quick, you could also house it. But typically, my feet under me with a step or something like that to where I can make somebody miss. Or if I catch it and I'm attacking, downhill because my coach, Rich Bisaccia, he's the special teams coach. He was with the Raiders, but now he's with the Packers. He would say, get your ducks in a row, and they would, follow the cheese. So you attack forward, everybody kind of condenses, and then you can break away, and now it's, it's a track race. And, if somebody want to race, give them a race.
So you won your fair share of those and probably still good today. So we'll take our final break of the show, back to wrap up the Don't Punt Hour with Good Morning Pierson-El in just a moment.
With UBT, you've got total control over your money. Like Doug, who runs his game day tailgate like a well-oiled machine.
I got burgers, brats, chicken, dogs, plus all the fixins. And with the UBT Go app, I can track my food spending from anywhere.
Pro move.
They don't call me Grill Sergeant for nothing.
No matter your goals, UBT helps you feel good about reaching them. Union Bank and Trust. Member FDIC.
Hi, Sean Callahan here for Koppel Chevrolet GMC, and March Madness is here, and Koppel is ready to rock and roll. We just closed the books on a tremendous February, and we're locked and loaded for a big March. True 0% APR is happening right now at Koppel on select new models. Koppel also has over 10,500 off list on new select models. So please stop on by and see what confident driving and confident buying is all about. We're right down 144th Street or online at koppelcars.com. All deals with the roof credit, 0% is standalone.
If you're in Seward or Milford, listen up. Select Plumbing is now servicing your area with no trip charges from Lincoln. Select Plumbing works on a variety of issues for your home and business, including general plumbing, water heaters, faucet fixture repair, underground sewer and water repairs, backflow testing, and more. Keep your property free from leaks and other issues. Call today for a free estimate at 402-560-6197. It's not just Lincoln, Waverly, and the surrounding area anymore. It's also Seward and Milford with no trip charges. Contact Select Plumbing to inquire at 402-560-6197. 888-560-6197.
I'm softball player Jordy Ball, and I'm proud of my Nebraska roots, and I'm proud to be back home. And at Midwest Bank, they're proud to be your local community bank. They believe in family first, taking initiative, showing integrity, and rolling up their sleeves to support their local communities. They treat everyone like family, no matter where you're from. Whether you walk into a branch in York, Lincoln, Norfolk, or Pierce, you know you're going to be welcomed with a smile. Your community, your bank, Midwest Bank.
It takes hard work to make Nebraska the right place to raise a family, build a business, or grow a community. We're counting on working parents to make it happen, and they're counting on childcare professionals to have their backs. Employers and other contributors can earn up to a $100,000 tax credit for strengthening childcare in our communities and state. Learn more at nebraskachildcaretaxcredit.org. Brought to you by First 5 Nebraska and Nebraska Children and Families Foundation and aired by the Nebraska Broadcasters Association and this station.
John Henry's has a brand new membership club to protect your entire home in one program. With a VIP and a deluxe option, we will help you find the plan that best fits your needs. Receive discounts on services and equipment, priority service, complimentary inspections, and so much more. Protect your home's plumbing, heating, cooling, and electrical systems all in one membership. Call John Henry's to learn more.
435-5555. John Henry's Plumbing, Heating and Air.
And electrical.
Finally, a good reason to have a smart house. Just say, Alexa, play 93.7 The Ticket, and we'll magically start playing. How's it work? Nobody knows. Don't ask questions.
Right now, when you drive by Honda of Lincoln, you'll see more than 200 new Hondas and over 125 pre-owned vehicles. Hi, Charlie Stone here, and with me on the line is Andy Goodyear of Honda of Lincoln. Andy, how does it feel to have so many vehicles in stock again for your customers?
Charlie, it feels amazing to see how excited our customers are. They love the ability to see, test drive, and take immediate delivery of the exact new Honda they're looking for.
Do you have some good offers to talk about?
We sure do, Charlie. We're offering financing as low as 0.9% APR up to 72 months, or great lease rates on every new Honda. It's the perfect time to drive away in the new Honda you've been dreaming of.
How about pre-owned, Andy?
We have over 125 pre-owned and certified pre-owned vehicles to choose from. Just about every make and model with prices starting at under $10,000.
Maybe it's time you experience the best, the Honda of Lincoln way of doing business. 27th and Yankee Hill Road, or online at hondaoflincoln.com.
Shopping for new flooring is different today. Getting your questions answered, making the right selection, getting the best value, and installed quickly and professionally. Visit ostreetcarpet.com or shop our store. We'll answer all your questions and help you make the right choice. You'll be enjoying your new floor in just days for less than you'd pay elsewhere. Carpet, vinyl, wood, laminate, tile, and area rugs. We've got it all.
O Street Carpet.
1732 O Street. Family owned and operated. Always the best value.
When you get the Planet Fitness Black Card, you can bring a friend anytime you work out. And now through March 13th, get your first month free when you join. You heard that right. Conquer the stair climber with your partner in climb. Enjoy a post-workout recovery session in the hydro massage. And do it all again with access to any of our 2,700 convenient locations. So, you coming? Get your first month free and all the perks with the PF Black Card for just $1 down, $24.99 a month. Cancel anytime. Deal ends March 13th. See Club for details.
This is the Don't Punt Hour on 93.7 The Ticket and theticketfm.com. Powered by the Teammates Mentoring Program. Here is your host, DeMornay Pierson-El.
Back one final time here on the Don't Punt Hour. Ross Norman, DeMornay Pierson-El with you for another few minutes or so. DeMornay, let's talk some NFL for a couple minutes here. Lots going on in free agency, legal tampering, and all that. Let's start with DK Metcalf from Seattle to Pittsburgh. Who wins, who loses in that deal? What do you think of that one?
I think Pittsburgh wins. Obviously, I mean, you only got a second round pick for the Seahawks. Only got a second round pick for that. At that point in time, they didn't know their quarterback. I know they know their quarterback situation is now, but moving on from DK and Tyler. Those are two big shoes to fill with Seattle, and I understand. You got Sam Darnold, but that's a lot. Whoever the quarterback is, going to be for Pittsburgh. I mean, you got 3 easy targets that you can, throw the ball and they'll go get it. That's Patrick Fairmouth, the tight end. You got Pickens still there. We don't know if he'll still be there, but I mean, we can see a trade draft night. And then, you obviously you got DK. So, I mean, definitely I think the Steelers won that.
And then the other news in the NFC West is that the Rams will be releasing Cooper Kupp. If they're not able to find a trade, they'll release him at the start of the new league year. But they're signing Devontae Adams. And, of course, there might be some drama there because who's been wearing number 17 in L.A.? Puka Nacua, one of the breakout stars of the NFL. What do you think it's going to take for Devontae Adams to get 17 away from Puka?
I don't know. I don't know if Tay will. I mean, I know Tay personally. I don't think he would necessarily go at him and say I need to come up off that. Now, I think Puka is a nice guy to where he's like, if you want it, it's an idol, you can have it type situation. I think that's how more so that situation will get resolved. But Tay wore 15 in college, so I mean I wouldn't be shocked. If he's back in 15, I don't know if Tutu is still wearing 15 or did he switch to 1? I'm not too sure. So it'll be interesting with the number situation, but I mean, watch out for Devontae. You got Matthew Stafford throwing you the ball. My goodness, he might go for the Triple Crown this year.
Well, it's a good running game to pair with it with Kyron Williams, Nacua on the other side. I mean, you can't just double Devontae.
You still got the tight end there.
Yeah.
Sean McVay is a madman with calling plays. I think the Rams they got scarier. They've always been, a good team, but be on the lookout for them next year for sure.
The Rams feel like my favorite in the NFC West right now with everything going on with San Francisco. That team's beat up and trying to find its way. Seattle got different. I don't know if they got better or worse. Probably not better, getting rid of the guys that they did. And the Cardinals might be on the come up, but I trust the Rams the most right now.
They were. I mean, the Seattle was a 10-7 team. Like they did make the playoffs because everybody else had over 10 wins. So you can say that the Rams are definitely, the favorite. I know that the 49ers lost a lot, but I know they lost a lot today, but they're still the 49ers. They still, can bring pieces in and everything like that. They still have, some pieces there. So you can't necessarily count them out, but I would say the Rams are probably the favorite for that division right now.
It is pretty incredible, too, the glow up for Sam Darnold from seeing ghosts in New York to $30 million a year. Amazing what the right coach, the right system can do to rehab a guy's image.
I mean, that's anywhere, in the NFL. That's why you see sometimes the later round, first round draft picks do better than some of the earlier round, first round draft picks, just because the situation is structured better. You look at the teams that Baltimore has drafted over the past 5 years. Those guys they hit about every year because plug and play players that they need in those situations.
They absolutely do, and that's why it's going to be interesting to monitor. Do you think we're in for a pretty quiet NFL draft? Do you think the teams are going to want to move up and down the board?
I think some teams will move up for certain pieces and everything like that. Now that kind of the quarterbacks needy teams are kind of off the board. Some of the Titans might move back. The Jets might move back, so it just depends. You have a lot of talented guys, I think, in the top 12 that I wouldn't want to just call them generational talents, but franchise face type guys. I think 1 through 12, at the first 12, anyone that you go, I think just about at most positions you got at least 2 guys that are franchise face changing type guys. So I think now, Jacksonville might move up to get somebody even more, or they might trade back to acquire more picks and everything like that or whatnot. So I think that this draft is a little bit unique, that you could see some people move up to get unique picks.
Fair enough. All right, DeMornay, we'll let you go, but I'm going to give you homework, so I'm going to text Harrison. We need the White Snake origin story soon. Okay?
I'll see what I can do.
Perfect. We'll look forward to that. Great to talk to you, man. Have a good one.
You as well.
That's Demornay Pierson-El here on the Don't Punt Hour, 93.7 The Ticket and theticketfm.com. Should have spare time coming up, and then what's brewing with Chancellor Brewington right here on the Ticket in just a moment.
What's going on, fans? This is Lexi Rodriguez, four-time All-American at Nebraska and now proud member of Omaha's newest professional team, Love Omaha Volleyball. League One Volleyball is bringing the heat this year. Don't miss your chance to see Olympians, national players, and national champions right here in Omaha from now through April. We can't wait to see you cheering us on